I only heard one smack that time. That was all identical.
That's not good. If your own smack is on time with ours,
it means there's no delay.
That's just
the internet has improved because nobody's using it.
Yeah. The internet is now moving at 4 times the speed of light.
Why not?
So if I go into the internet, I'll travel back in time?
No.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, that's not how light works.
Yeah. If you go faster than the speed of light, that doesn't make you a time traveler.
You just go fast.
Yeah, you go much
faster. I
faster.
thought the thing was that if you approach the speed of light, time slows down for you or something like that?
It's relative to others, sure.
Yeah. So you would travel...
You're not ever going backwards.
Yeah, you would travel a farther time... you would travel farther along time relative to everyone else.
Yeah.
But time doesn't actually, like, speed up or slow down.
Okay.
I mean, relative to others, I think it's fair to say that it speeds up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But again, relative to others.
Yeah, and also doesn't go backwards, unfortunately.
Yes, yeah.
Like Superman. Spinning the Earth backwards.
That's different, though. That's not light. You have to make the Earth rotate backwards in order to go that you could do, theoretically, if you just make the Earth spin backwards. You can't prove otherwise. You go fuck yourself.
That would definitely turn back time.
Yeah.
100%.
How come
Wouldn't we have to
Superman...
make the sun spin backwards, too?
I mean, that would just be ridiculous, Ryan.
Ryan, you fucking idiot.
That's how fast he's going with so much force behind him. He's winding back the universe relative to him.
I mean, whatever. It's Superman. Right? It's believable.
Oh, you know how a while ago we talked about how Dr. Manhattan was in DC Comics again?
Maybe?
Vaguely?
Yeah.
Apparently they resolved all of that by just saying that, hey, yeah, every time we do a universe reset from now on because nobody's buying our comics, that's just Dr. Manhattan giving people the business.
What?
What?
Yeah.
So they have a canon reason for comic books being the way that they are?
Yep.
Which is like constantly like retconning everything.
Yep.
That's a weird thing.
It's genius, Ryan.
No, it's not necessary.
No, it's not.
Everyone knows this is how comic books work. It's crazy to try to ascribe some sort of reason behind it. Oh well.
Oh well, here we go with episode 89 of the Voluntary Viewing podcast. Coming at you Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. Today on the podcast, we have Resident Dom, currently playing Animal Crossing, Ryan Holtz.
Not playing Animal Crossing.
We also have Resident Sub, currently playing Doom Eternal, Andrew Clark.
Not playing Doom Eternal.
And I, of course, am Resident Switch, Lucas DeRuyter, playing both.
Probably actually playing both.
I have played neither.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. I'm glad this bit went nowhere.
You guys have seen those memes, though, right?
Not really, no.
I just know that people are psyched for both of them.
I
I want to say
been...
they haven't come out publicly, but I want to say that's why GameStop held out as long as they did, staying open. Like that was their secret reasoning for like claiming that they were essential business, and so they really wanted to be in on that Animal Crossing / Doom release day. Because then the very next day they're like, "Hey guys, JK, we're closing."
Yeah, I mean, I think that what's it called? They probably just can't survive this, right? Like, they know that if they close, they're done. So that's why.
Do you just want to jump right into news and start talking about this?
Sure.
Cool. News of the week.
Whoa.
It's not news of the week until Lucas says it is.
Much like Superman, I am the god of time.
Sure. I buy it.
Yeah. So after making a total...
Did Dr. Manhattan make you that way? Or...
only after he just wrecked Captain Atom, which is a DC character who is basically Superman, but like Superman, he's the Krillin of DC Comics, you know? He can do some shit, he can hold his own, but then inevitably he loses to make Superman's win hit even harder.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm doing my best. After making complete asses of themselves by saying they would stay open despite state mandates that would require them to close, GameStop is, in fact, switching to a curbside pickup-only policy as coronavirus concerns grow.
It's just like groceries.
Yep. Groceries and GameStop.
You gotta love it.
But no, they absolutely did want to cash in on that, like, Animal Crossing Doom Eternal release, and then now they know they're probably not going to have any major releases until April-ish, so we're holding off until then.
Yeah. I just don't know anybody that uses GameStop for their digital services. I mean, I've never heard of somebody buying a digital game on GameStop. Is that a real thing? Because they did say, like, we're still going to have our digital stuff up and running, obviously. And I know that they have it, but does anyone actually use it? Why would they?
I mean, sometimes when you buy a game online through Amazon, it's coming from a GameStop, and Amazon is just the digital platform you're buying it.
But I've never bought a digital game on Amazon either.
Well,
wouldn't you just buy it?
Okay, you mean like directly buying a game on the Nintendo eShop or the PlayStation store, I guess it's just called?
Yeah, because that's what GameStop said that they're keeping open. Their curbside stuff and then their digital services. And that's been a thing that they've had for a while where you could buy essentially a game code at GameStop or download it so that's how you buy the game. But why would you do that when you could use any other service?
Maybe you have a bunch of rewards points with GameStop?
I guess if you wanted to use like a gift card or rewards, that would make sense. But I just can't believe it's a lot of people that are doing that. Because in order to get rewards points at GameStop, you have to first go there and like use them and buy stuff. That just doesn't happen very often.
Get on it, Reggie. You saved Pizza Hut. You can save GameStop.
Did Reggie save Pizza Hut?
Yeah, he invented the Bigfoot pizza.
Which saved Pizza Hut. Once and for all. The denizens of Pizza Land thank to their savior, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Said, Reggie, in your infinite wisdom, you have given us the Bigfoot pizza, and therefore saved our realm.
More like Reggie Pizza May. Am I right?
Jesus fucking... Is that offensive?
I feel like it.
Instead of Pizza May, it's Pizza May.
I like clenched when I heard that. Like, my gut reaction was not okay.
How is that offensive? It's just a play on words.
It's not a play on words. It's a play on an ancestral name.
Andrew, you need to write an apology to Reggie, kicking ass, taking names. We're about making games Fils-Aimé now.
Okay.
Say, I'm sorry I called you Pizza May. Please forgive my cultural insensitivity.
Yeah.
I'm a monster, and I deserve to be canceled.
Yeah. Everyone knows, pizza is very offensive to the Haitians.
It is. It's like calling an Italian guy Spaghetti McFuck. I suck. I
don't know. Now you have to apologize to every Italian.
Oh no, the Italians.
Ryan, the Italians have had it hard enough lately. Come on.
The Italian Anti-Defamation League is coming for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if they exist. But if they are, they probably are.
No, the Italian Anti-Defamation League is just that one guy in the trailer park that's really loud.
Ooh. This is getting... Trailer park.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's please move on because I can't stop myself.
Trailer park or like tenant homes, tenant apartments all burned down because there's not sufficient exits.
Rightfully Irish homes that the Italians took over.
Wow! Holy shit!
Whoa.
Holy shit! Fanning the flames of Irish-Italian tensions.
The same way that the Italians did to those Irish neighborhoods.
I feel like you were trying to like dig your way out of this hole, but instead you're just making it wider.
No, I can't
somehow.
dig myself out. It keeps getting worse. We need to move on because I cannot stop myself.
So we'll get into the PS5 specs that came out this past week in a second, but before then, we can say that you will need to use proprietary cards to increase storage space on the Xbox Series X, whereas Sony learned their lesson with the PlayStation Vita, and you can use just any external solid-state drive to expand your PlayStation 5 storage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Memory cards are coming back, guys. Isn't that great?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so the Xbox does not have any... You can't plug in external hard drives to the Series X, is what you're saying?
And not unless it's an Xbox brand device.
Right, because they
that's an internal. It looks like that's for internal, or no? Am I wrong?
No, and like additional add-on memory. It'll have a certain amount of memory, and then if you want to expand that memory, you have to use an Xbox external hard drive.
Gotcha.
It's not compatible with like a Seagate hard drive or anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't.
At least that's how I understand it.
Well, I don't think either of them are compatible with just a base Seagate. It has to be a solid state. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where this comes from. That solid. If something is saved on a solid state drive, it can't really be transferred over to something on a standard drive. Like even a
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have no idea if my PlayStation external hard drive is a solid state or not. I think it is.
I almost guarantee it's not.
Oh.
It's possible.
It's very small. So I thought maybe.
How much is it, or how big is it? Megabytes.
Was it like 500 gigs? Maybe 200. I can't remember if it was 250 or 500 gigs that I bought.
Gotcha. No, I don't know.
All right, and then getting to the big one this week, Sony gave an online version of their GDC presentation in Mark Cerny's ASMR voice and with just silhouettes of people in the audience because quarantine, and released the specs of the PlayStation 5. The short of it is that while the PS5 is a few teraflops short of the Xbox Series X, it is a more versatile system that should be easier for companies to develop on.
Sure. Because everyone buying consoles are concerned about the specs.
Right? I do feel like we're further into the brand loyalty territory than we ever have been before in the console wars.
Yeah. I mean, people that care about specs and ultra high caliber gaming, like, we all know where they are. And it's not in the consoles. So... It's really going to be you're going to be talking about the exclusives, who has the best games, and whose experience is better. It's kind of the only thing that matters.
I think I have noticed some differences in how Microsoft and Sony have gone about that. Microsoft straight up acquired a lot of indie development studios over the past couple of years.
Because they didn't have anything else. They would have stopped being a game developer if they didn't have anybody to make games for them.
Yeah.
But now Sony is going the route, hey, we're just going to make our next system super easy for everybody to develop for. So,
it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the age of exclusives might be starting to die, but
with cross-platforming and stuff. So
yeah, it's the whole idea, the whole concept is kind of insane. So yeah.
People getting mad about that is also insane. That people were legitimately upset that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC is baffling to me.
I don't think there were that many people that were actually upset. Like, most of the comments that I saw about it were, I can't believe people are upset about this, but I never actually saw anyone who was upset. I just saw people.
Well, how much time do you spend on 4chan?
None. So I guess that's where it would have been. But
4chan was upset.
Yeah, who is 4chan anyway?
Who is this 4chan?
And in relation to 2chan.
2chan!
Oh, 2 Chainz jokes. He got out. Did you know that?
What?
He was in?
He got out.
He
got out of the game.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he got out of prison. I didn't even think he was in prison.
No, 2 Chainz never went to prison. He, what was the amount? I think it was $40 million or something. He just had a target amount that he wanted to make. He made that money, and he just was like, all right, I'm done.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not a celebrity anymore. I think it was 40 million or something like that. So he just made 40 million and then was just like dipped. So chill.
Nice.
Yeah, see you guys. I don't feel like I don't feel like being in the public eye anymore. This is cool. So it's kind of an interesting perspective. Can enjoy that when it happens.
Good for him. Anything happening in television? Or anything new not happening in television?
There's a lot of people that had to cancel filming. In case you didn't know.
No one's making things anymore.
Too many to list on here. The day that the golden age of television died.
Maybe.
I don't see why
Or
not.
it's going to come back bigger than ever.
The platinum age of television.
The unobtainium age of television.
The vibranium age of television.
Oh my god. Adamantium.
Mithril age of television.
I feel like unobtainium is bigger than some of these.
It was only in one movie.
But it was unobtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know when...
Except for the fact that they were constantly obtaining it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we know when any of those sequels are coming out?
They all got pushed back a year, I think.
Well,
I mean, yeah. Okay. Of course
well,
they
before
did.
all of this nonsense, I think they were pushed back a year.
Yeah. No, I think like within the last couple of months.
I seem to remember like a long time ago James Cameron being like, we're going to release Avatar 2 in 2018. We're like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Right now, Avatar 2 is set to release in December of 2021. And I think that's a full year back.
Yeah,
it was December
fucking
2020.
right. I don't believe it.
Wow.
Have they even started filming?
Absolutely.
Oh,
no, they're done with... They've wrapped production on all of them.
I thought they were still in, like, principal photography. I had no idea that they were done.
Not. No, they have wrapped production on all 3 sequels, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, they filmed them all at the same time.
What the fuck? Huh.
So, yeah.
He learned his lesson.
I mean, assuming that the stories take place, like, at the same... Like, in the relative same time frame, like, these movies take, like, 10 years to make.
Yeah.
The actors are all going to age and shit if you don't knock it out quickly. It says that Colonel Quatrich or whatever is in this.
Wait.
He kind of died.
Yeah, he got fucking murked. I didn't even see the movie. That's like one of the only parts of the movie
I've never saw Avatar?
No, I've almost seen it several times.
Hold the fucking phone.
It's always fallen through. We've had this conversation before, Ryan.
Have we?
At least twice before.
I don't know if we've ever had this conversation
yes, we have.
before. What?
Yeah, there's been a couple of times where I've like almost watched it and then like random shit happened and I couldn't. But like I almost saw it in theaters and then like plans fell through and I didn't have anyone to give me a ride. And then like I almost bought the DVD and watched it like when it came out and then something happened, I was gone and I just lost interest and then it like my mom had it on pay-per-view like just like 6 months ago and I was gonna watch it and then like I had to leave early and we didn't get to watch it. Yeah, it was I feel like the universe does not want me to see Avatar for some reason.
I feel like it's really a weird movie to have missed.
I agree.
It's such a cultural, like, what do you even like, references? No?
I don't know if Avatar is a movie that people reference a lot.
This is a golden idea. What's the plot of Avatar, Andrew? From your cultural osmosis,
Try to
give us a breakdown.
Okay, so
of
Lay it
what
on
the
us.
movie's about.
Okay, so I'm going to say what I think the movie is about.
Yes.
Granted, I've never seen it.
No, you need to describe the plot. Like,
Okay.
hit the major plot
Okay,
points.
Just
don't
like
the
spark
beats.
notes.
don't
Here we
interrupt
go.
me. I'm gonna go through
Okay.
this, and then afterwards you can tell me how wrong I am. Okay.
All right.
So, there's in the future there's a planet called Pandora. I want to say.
Yeah.
Pandora,
Oh,
and there's
sorry,
blue
don't
people
interrupt.
that live there, and people from Earth like go there to mine resources, and they send like the military to basically colonize it. And there's like a MacGuffin mineral called unobtainium that is important for some reason, and there's a dude who is in a wheelchair, I want to see, and he's like, I want to be a soldier again. And then they're like, we know how to make you a soldier again. And they like put him in like either a blue alien's body or like a cloned version of a blue alien's body. And he like rolls around, and then it's like Dances with Wolves, and he like it's integrated into the native alien culture. And there's like flying animals that you put your hair into to control them, and then you like also do that to have sex, and then he like ends up helping the aliens fight the humans off.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You hit a lot of the beats.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are the other things? Pandora is a moon.
Oh, okay.
Is it a moon of Jupiter? I can't remember.
Oh,
it's
so
a
it's-
moon within our solar system.
It is. It's
Yeah,
not.
it is.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then let's see what else. Oh, so those are why that's why they're called avatars,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 'cause he puts
you
himself-
control them.
Yeah.
That was his dead brothers. His twin brother. It was made for him, but he died. So then, like, they needed someone with the exact same genome to take over his avatar because they cost like $1 billion to make.
Oh.
So then he took it over, and and then the colonel. There's a colonel guy who's the bad guy.
Yeah. Colonel
And
Jessup.
and he says, "Son, if you stick with us in the military, we're gonna get your legs back when you get back to Earth." So that's like a whole nother motivation. So then he has to choose between getting new legs back on Earth or helping out the natives who are clearly like the good guys.
Yeah.
Like very fucking clearly the good guys.
It's not like, there's shades of gray.
There's no shades of gray.
Yeah.
There's this douchebag executive who has like a floating rock of unobtainium on his desk, who's literally like, we must strip them of all of their resources. Like, he's literally like the most evil mustache twirler you can even imagine.
Did you get this is a metaphor for colonialism. Have you gotten it yet?
Yeah, obviously.
as your ribs bruise from the elbowing
Yeah.
that they're doing.
Isn't there
What
a
else in
thing
this?
where they're not technically Marines, they're like mercenaries or PMCs, so it's not exactly the U.S. government that's the bad guy, but
Yeah.
also basically? Okay.
There's a giant American flag in the background of one of the shots, but it's kind of hidden. It's not like a true American flag. It's just like almost like the wall was at one point painted to look like an American flag, and then the paint has since faded, but you can still kind of see it, and everyone's like, okay, we get it. Let's see. Yeah, no, he meets Natiri, and that's what gets him into the alien culture. It's because he meets her mysteriously and she saves his life. So then, yeah. Also, they're like human avatar hybrids. So they're like, the native people really don't like them.
Oh.
Like, they're like, you guys are fucking freaks. Like, this is really weird. Like, can you imagine? So, like, to put it into perspective, it's actually kind of hard to do. What if like dolphins like got really smart and made like human suits that were like 99% human,
but
they
were
fall
still
in like the
dolphins?
uncanny valley? Like, they're not still dolphins, but like, it's like what a species that isn't familiar with the ins and outs of your species thinks that you look like.
It's like it's like if a
fucks with
monkey
you.
tried to draw a human from memory.
Kind of, but like, obviously better, to the point where it's firmly in the uncanny valley, I imagine.
Okay.
So they call them like skinwalkers, I think,
Ugh.
which is like, yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of nailed it, native people. And yeah, he slowly learns that like they're all good people and we all suck. And then Sigourney Weaver's like a badass. She's kind of reprising her role from Alien in a lot of ways, except for she's more of a scientist in this movie. And then she dies? Question mark. I think so. She dies, and yeah, then the big reveal in the movie is they find their secret hideout where they were avataring into their alien bodies, or the Colonel does, and he like starts destroying the hut, and so like he can't breathe because you can't breathe on the planet, by the way. Oh. Sorry. And then he like rips it open so that he's like suffocating, and then Neytiri has to like save human Jake Sully instead of like, and it looks really weird because they're like 10 feet tall, so she's like cradling this little man in her arms, like trying to like put an oxygen mask on him, and she doesn't know how any of that shit works, and yeah, it's weird. And then in the end, he transfers to his avatar body permanently, and the humans all leave. But now they're going to be back, because of course they'd fucking be back.
Yeah.
Like, they're just going to come back with more soldiers. Like, they're not going to leave permanently. So, that's what the sequels will be.
How many mechs do you think will be in the sequels?
Oh, like twice as many mechs.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's like
two?
Our mech
Like
budget
6 times
has
as many
doubled.
mechs.
Everyone's in a mech, even the Avatar. They
Oh,
built their
now you're
own
speaking my
mechs.
language.
Yeah. Their technology has gone from bow and arrows to full-blown fucking Gundam.
Oh no, they steal the mechs. Like the second movie is the Avatars stealing all of the mechs so that they can fight the humans, but then in the third movie the humans come back with even more mechs, and they're nuclear
in the fourth
powered.
movie. In the fourth movie, the Avatars have successfully adapted to their technology to the point where they transfer their bodies into mechs, and they're no longer have physical forms. They're now just mechs.
I thought you were gonna say that the blue people transfer their bodies into like almost humans and send them to Earth.
I mean, look, if any director would get really into Evangelion and then just do that in a movie, it would be James Cameron.
That would be really funny. And then, like, for some reason, like, I don't fucking know, some really plentiful mineral is, like, incredibly valuable on Pandora. So they're just, like, strip mining
like,
planet Earth, like, for meaningless shit.
We need limestone.
Yeah, man. Oh, shit.
Limestone. This stuff's
Lime.
we can make anything out of limestone on Pandora.
Stuff is worth its weight in not unobtainium, because that shit's cheap.
It's worth its weight in limestone.
Wait, you're telling me bell peppers just grow on Earth? Like everywhere?
Just like this fucking massive ass, terrible strip mining operation that's just like plucking bell peppers from the Earth's soil. The Earth is just now completely bell peppered.
Make us more bell peppers.
Do it, slave! And it's just
That was
we've come full circle.
That was the real reason the aliens in War of the Worlds came. They were trying to fertilize the Earth so that they could grow more bell peppers.
Oh man, I love charting for potential sequels.
We could write it. We'll
write it on spec.
Yeah, come on.
We'll write it on spec and pitch it to a movie studio. All right, so this is gonna cost about $300 million.
We take it to a different movie studio. Like,
yeah.
we
don't even have the rights.
Who makes Avatar? Is it Fox?
No, it's fucking shit. Actually, hold on. Is it Touchstone? It's something weird, I think. Avatar production company. We just don't even have the right. I picture it like Joe Wood when Funhouse used to do all those bits. Yeah. You're just like a crazy person. Oh, it is 20th Century Fox. Yeah, so Disney
okay.
now.
Yeah. Okay. So like we take it to.
I knew that.
I don't know who's a rival production studio. I don't know any of them anymore.
Paramount.
I mean,
yeah,
Paramount, but like you could go even like shittier. Yeah. Like I can't even think of one. Fucking like Blumhouse.
Yeah, let's go to Blumhouse and say like, all right, guys, we got a pitch of a movie for you. Avatar 5.
Avatar motherfucking 5, and they're like, oh wow, you got the rights. We're like rights. What?
Okay, that one's not working. Okay, Star Wars Episode 10.
It'll make billions. You don't understand.
Star Wars was so successful. Why is no one else making these?
Yeah. And then while we're at it, we should make some Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah.
They're very valuable.
Okay, if you can
Look,
just
all
make
I'm saying he's
Avengers Endgame Part 3, you guys would make so much money. I mean, between that and Avatar, you've got the two highest grossing movies of all time, but they're sequels. Why has no one else done this?
Grossing, and they'd be at the same studio. Like, can you imagine if Star Wars, Avengers, and Avatar were all owned by the same company? They would dominate the media landscape.
That would be
have a downright monopoly.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
movie theaters are closed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, can you imagine someone buying the rights to Avatar 5 and then making the movie without realizing that there were no theaters open and then releasing it? No one goes and sees it.
I don't know how that even works in this
No,
situation.
I mean it's a completely different universe where
where
this shit just doesn't work, or does work, whatever.
Yeah, or it does.
Yeah.
Depends on how you look at it. 6 to 8 weeks of these movie theaters being closed.
Probably longer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why even put a time frame on it?
Yeah.
So we're closed until you know when.
We're closed until the feds say it's cool for us to open back up.
Yeah. Yikes. A terse message. All AMC theaters are temporarily closed in accordance with local and federal guidelines. They will reopen when these guidelines allow.
How terse.
Yeah, wow. Fucking terse of you, AMC theaters. That was downright snippy. I'm a member of AMC Stubs A-List, and they sent an email to all of us saying that, well, we're closed. This doesn't count. We're going to extend your subscription until, however long you had left after this is over. And I was like, I wasn't really expecting you to do that, but that's pretty cool.
I mean, a lot of people would be pissed if they didn't, but...
that happens all the time.
Yeah. My local gym, the YMCA that I go to, made a rule right before things changed. Hey, by the way, if you, at any point in the future from here on out, if you want to cancel your membership, you have to do it in person. You can't do it over the phone. And then, a week later, closed. And then, so you can't cancel it. And it just renews automatically monthly. And
you can issue a stop payment or something.
Yeah, but
definitely got to be a way to not.
Yeah, but I mean, then they sent out a
you can't
message
go
saying hey guys, we know that you can't really we know that you can't cancel your membership now, and that you're still paying, and that you can't go, but we still do a lot of good work in the community and are using this money to help kids who can't go to school and make sure that they have lunches and stuff. So it's just we're strong arming you into giving to charity, basically.
Straight up.
Which
they're stealing money.
I am totally fine with it because it is.
Why?
Because it's a community service thing.
Yeah, but just because it's for a good cause doesn't mean that they can steal money from people.
No, I mean it's bad.
What
obviously,
schools are they helping out right now?
the local Madison schools
that are all closed.
Yeah.
No. That's what I mean. They're using that money to pay for lunches for Madison students who can't go to school.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think that you should be allowed to do that. It's kind of crazy.
I'm fine with it.
You know what? You are allowed to be fine with it. But then at that point, I feel like other charities should just be allowed to do the same shit. Other charities don't have that ability to just lock you in and be like, you donated to us once, therefore, get fucked. Your money is ours.
I'm not saying it's totally okay, and I would absolutely understand if people were upset with it. It's just that because these are trying times, as you all know, and I know that, there are a lot of people in need, and the YMCA is doing a good job. So, I'm okay with my money still going there. I totally understand that people would be upset.
But here's the way you do it. You cancel everyone that wants to cancel, and then you ask people for donations. You'd be like, hey, I know you canceled your gym membership, but we're on pretty tough times now. Any donations would be appreciated. Here's the causes that we're supporting right now. Like, that shit seems like you're making it then again voluntary. And also, like, a lot of those people are probably still going to donate because their budget, they've refunded that money. They might not give their whole gym membership or something, but, like...
I think you really overestimate how much people are willing to actually donate.
Well, then it just further emphasizes how much money they're stealing from people.
No, and I
otherwise
understand.
wouldn't be giving
no,
it.
I totally get that people would be upset. I'm saying that I personally am okay with my money still going to the gym who's using it for a good cause.
Yeah, so then you should donate it. They should.
But I don't have to donate, Ryan. They're already taking it.
You understand the importance of the middle step, right? Like,
I don't think he does. It's all the same, man.
To me, it might as well be.
If the tax man breaks into my house and takes money out of my personal safe, that's the same as it being garnished from my paycheck every week.
I mean, a lot of people would say that's the same thing, but we know who. But we know who those people are.
He breaks into my house and steals my dog, and that dog's worth about $500. So pretty much the same thing, man. Oh man.
Patreon is disallowing creators from using the platform to fund hentai or adult anime projects.
Didn't they?
That was like all of their biggest projects, and I think they did this too.
Yeah, I thought they did this a long time ago. Didn't we talk about it? Like, they had some big porn game that got canceled or something.
Yeah, but now it's not just games. Now it's like adult animation or artwork or
quote unquote artwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, they're calling this xenophobic, racist, and cis-normative.
Ooh, wow.
To ban hentai.
But if you don't allow me to charge people to draw a diva with a giant cock, fucking Black Widow, then you're a homophobe. the fucking picture that they have on the article.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
We know what's going on.
This is very problematic. Oh my god.
In what regard?
I don't know. I was just like,
if you don't want to do business with independent creators, just come out and say it, Patreon.
Yeah, you fucking big business sellout.
Jesus Christ.
It's just such an insane. It's a very intense accusation.
I want Piccolo fucking Goku in the ass. And if you don't let me have that, then you're transphobic.
Yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit. Who should feel every ounce of white guilt.
White guilt.
Oh, Lord. This article is...
This is
pretty fucking insane,
This is
man.
Japanese culture, and if you don't respect that, then you're xenophobic.
They've recently clamped down on hypnosis porn and forced transformation material under claims of sexual violence. Man, that's just so heteronormative. Like,
Shit.
oh Lord, this is interesting.
No, it's
a lot
not.
going on.
It's not interesting.
Really?
It's not. It's cut and dry.
This is a whole feud.
It's fucked.
So what?
Well, that was a...
Well, it's just
Okay.
I don't understand what the problem is. Maybe I'm a piece of shit. Maybe I'm cis-normative.
Yeah, dude. Why are you so
transphobic?
why are you so
heterophobic?
homophobic?
Yeah,
Why are you so xenophobic, man?
Is a company not allowed to remove content off of their platform?
Right, but when they're doing it under the guidelines of, well, we think these characters look underage, or we think that this is sexual violence, and, like, not just kink play where consent is involved within, like, the material, then it gets into a little bit of... You as a private business have the right to do this, but the values that you're proclaiming this decision is based on are false. If you just don't want this on your platform, then say that.
Man, I took a spec script to CBS for a show that I like to call Interspecies Reviewers, and they wouldn't let me do it. How fucking homophobic of them. So cisnormative. It's my right. It's my right to put whatever I want on someone else's platform, no matter how offensive.
I mean, you're not putting it on Patreon's platform, though. It's
but
it's just a vehicle.
Even if it's not offensive, they can still say no.
Yeah. If they say no trucks are allowed on my platform, like, you have to follow that. Like, they're within their rights to do that.
And then, like, as content creators, if you want to take that business somewhere else because you don't like the rules, you can do that.
There better be a platform that's like, hey, we're the hentai platform. Like, we're totally
chill. I believe that is
it.
Subscribestar now.
There you go.
Subscribestar
is probably going to get a lot of business, considering how popular hentai was on Patreon. And, like, more power to them. They should be able to get as much fucking business as they want from that shit. And then Patreon should be allowed to take a massive fucking hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not allowing it.
It's not like they had all this big corporate money and they're like, ooh, there's this little part of your company that we don't like. You need to get rid of it and get rid of all those creators. I mean, they're kind of fundamentally changing what the platform is with this.
It's the same thing as when Tumblr removed porn. I wasn't mad at Tumblr. I just laughed at them because I was like, "Well, you're dead. Like that's the end of your platform,
user base."
Yeah,
but it's still your right to say we don't want porn on our platform.
You're allowed to kill yourself as a platform.
Well, but like if you want to be something else, like as like a I don't know, a social media or like internet based company, if you are something and you want to be something else, you can do that. You can change. You can kind of purge your user base and change what you are. That's fine.
Right, but can you at least understand how the people that had been doing business on Patreon had been profiting off of, why they might be frustrated if the platform suddenly said, yeah, no, this stuff you've been doing, actually terrible. You're a degenerate and we're not going to have your business on here anymore. Can you understand why they would be frustrated by that?
Well, I can absolutely understand why they'd be frustrated, but that doesn't mean they're right.
I'm not getting into, like, who's right and who's wrong in this situation. People can do whatever they want, and, like, I'm not making, like, a moral this is the right or the wrong thing that Patreon's doing. I personally think that, like, it's dumb both business from a business perspective and morally for Patreon to be cracking down on this stuff now.
I don't think it's dumb morally. I think it is dumb from a business perspective, but if you're like, we don't want this explicit porn on our website, then I think that's fine.
Maybe, but the fact that they've been cool with it up until now is kind of...
People don't have to have porn on their websites just because you want them to. Right. There are places for porn. It doesn't have to be everywhere. It doesn't have to be fucking everywhere.
See, but then I brought this argument up with the whole Twitch streamers thing, Andrew, and you were very anti it. I was like, Twitch should be allowed to say, hey, guys... We don't basically need softcore porn to be allowed on our platform.
But I didn't think it was softcore porn. I thought the whole point was that. Well, then
you haven't been watching the right streams if you don't think those were softcore porn.
Clearly not. But like, I just saw a bunch of stuff where like people had like cooking shows and they were taken down. I saw.
Yeah, that's shitty. But I mean, there were people doing cooking shows that were like, "Whoops, I dropped the chocolate chips. Let me slowly bend down to pick them up." Okay. Well. Like giving a straight up down blouse to the camera.
Okay, I understand, and I am okay with that being like, with Twitch being like, we don't want this on our platform.
There you go.
I mean, I also like understand totally fine that Patreon is doing that, but all I'm saying is I wouldn't have made that call if I were in their position. Let that happen. I
probably wouldn't have either. But I'm fine with them doing it because it's dumb
right.
And it makes me laugh. And then the blowback is also kind of funny, like people taking it pretty damn seriously. Yeah. This drawn hentai porn, like holy shit.
Well, watching people defend their hentai porn is always very funny. of like why it's like a legal right for them to have it. And again, if that's what you're into, that's totally fine. Like there is nothing wrong with like what your interests and kinks are, as long as you're not like hurting or offending anybody. Like, but you don't have the right to put it wherever you want.
And that's what she said.
Hey.
That will take us into the meme corner.
The memes.
Oh yeah.
Does Jamal Murray have a Does Jamal Murray have a right to post his dick to Instagram?
This is so funny. Did you guys see this shit?
I heard about it.
So Jamal Murray, who NBA player, plays for. Oh wait, is he in the NBA or is he in the Canadian? Oh no, he plays for the Nuggets. So Jamal Murray last night apparently posted on his Instagram story a clip of his girlfriend just sucking his dick. Just like a straight up like POV shot of his girlfriend sucking his dick. Not like it was in the corner or like it was happening or like some dude like popped into the room while it was happening. Like it was him filming her sucking his dick and like posted it to his Instagram story. And I don't know if it was like intentional and he just like later realized, oh fuck, this is bad, or if he was posting other photos to his Instagram story and accidentally clicked that one too. But then he like everyone saw it, and then he like came out with some story like, oh, I was hacked. It was hacked, and it's his fucking girlfriend sucking his dick.
He didn't. Oh, so hold on. He didn't deny what the clip was. He just denied that he posted it.
And then like afterwards
like,
deleted his
like,
whole
yeah,
Instagram account. He deleted everything off his Instagram account and then like put out like a statement like, I am very sorry, but I was hacked. Like, no, you weren't.
I love that the NBA is finding insane ways to entertain us, even with the season suspended.
Yeah. I mean, NBA is... I've always maintained that the NBA is far and away the funniest league.
It's so entertaining.
Follow closely. Like, people have like these weird semi-beefs that end up just creating like incredible copy pastas. And like every single beat reporter is trying to be the next pasta. Like, you can tell the way that they write their headlines is literally like pasta bait 100%. And it's just, everyone's in on it and everyone loves the jokes. And have you seen the people in his Twitter replies with like Kevin Durant's hair and LeBron's hair because his pubes? His pubes are pretty weird looking. It's just a whole thing.
I saw some beat reporter post Jamal Murray apologizes for fans for not demonstrating social distancing correctly.
Yeah, it was what a weird thing.
And I like I fucking saw it. I did not search it out. Yeah, like
you could not see it without following this situation.
Yeah, people just kept posting it in the replies.
Yeah, every tweet that he has for like the next year is just gonna be that. Which is not funny, but like
I think I don't know if it was Woj or a different beat writer, but like one of them like put a screenshot of it, but then like
oh my God.
Well, no, but then like used the like the purple devil emoji to block out most of the screen, but you could still see his pubes.
That's the one thing they left. Yeah. Holy shit.
So like he blocked out his dick and his girlfriend, but you could still see his pubes.
Wait, they blocked out his girlfriend too?
Yeah. I mean, you could still see her hair, but like
her whole face, but then just left. At this point, I literally picture the whole screen as one giant devil emoji for like the
it is most
5/8.
You can like
and then just only pubes. Oh man, it's it's something.
Oh man, I can't find it again. I don't know if the beat writer deleted it, but
I always end up mixing up Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell.
yeah,
Because like they both play on like random Western teams with like, star centers and everything. So I was just like, wait, he's getting over that coronavirus, I see.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, no, never mind. Jamal Murray once again. Yeah.
Any other memes? My Twitter timeline has mostly been like Animal Crossing Doom stuff, and I'm enjoying that. It's kind of a meme, but not a big one. Nope.
No, I didn't see any of that.
No,
No Animal Crossing memes have crossed my threshold.
you are missing out. All right, well, that takes us into the breakouts then.
Westworld, it's back, baby.
Are you okay?
I am okay.
Like,
Why?
you're doing all right watching Westworld. Okay, I was worried. It might hurt you, but okay. How is it?
Why is it because it's so bad, Lucas? Is that why it would hurt me? Because Westworld's bad, in your opinion?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You nailed
you're
it.
incorrect.
Okay.
Ding dong,
what's going
your
on?
opinion is wrong.
Did you?
What's happening?
Did you see Did anyone else see Westworld?
No.
All right. Well, then fuck it. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
What's going on? Is Sonic's best friend okay?
What? Oh.
Is
Teddy-
Cyclops still in the show?
Teddy. Fuck you guys.
Andrew, what is happening in season 3 of Westworld so far?
Oh, so much stuff. You get to see the like regular outside world, and it's a pretty cool sci-fi world. Marshawn Lynch is there, and he wears a shirt that says what his emotions are. And then
What?
Marshawn Lynch is like a hired criminal in the show who's just kind of like muscle, and he walks around that has a shirt that's like basically a mood ring, and it lights up. It has like a bunch of different like emotions on it, and it lights up with whatever emotion he's currently feeling.
That seems like it would be detrimental to his job.
It's because he doesn't talk much.
Well, but like if you're hired muscle, you just want to be there and imposing, and you're just like zoning out or think of something funny, and like the shirt reflects
I mean, the
that.
whole time,
You're not...
the whole time he's high. Like that's his character, is that he's always tripping, and so he doesn't really talk much. But there's like this weird app that Aaron Paul uses, that all the like local criminals use. It's basically like Tinder but for crimes. It's like hook up with local crimes that people want you to do. And then you like make a
future
cut.
libertarians want.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool world. Like I think they did a good job there. Yeah. Dolores is out there trying to basically industrial espionage her way into getting a hold of like basically all of the AI in the world to fuck things up. So that's fun.
Did they ever get into more detail about how like her having free will is different than other robots having free will?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did that in like the first and second seasons.
Oh, it's in Los Angeles, the third season?
Yeah, or at least like part of it. It takes place all over there was stuff happening all over the place, but like Aaron Paul's storyline in where Dolores was, at least at the end of the episode, was Los Angeles. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's as far as I can tell, it's not in the park anymore. I know that like some stuff is happening in the park.
Twist.
What?
What if it's all
what if it's all a park?
Wah.
It's world. It's just world domination simulator, and Dolores is a guest. Yeah. That'd be fun. Not really, but
Huh?
yeah, and like Aaron Paul is subscribed to like what is basically an audiobook AI of his best friend who's dead.
Wait, was that the guy from season 1?
No,
Oh, okay. Different best friend. Got it.
he's not a like his friend is not a character. And
You remember?
Aaron Paul's like a
You
new
remember
character.
who the guy from season 1 was, right? Lucas.
Nick Boyle?
Yeah, you remember who that guy was, right? Or has that?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh, he's a pretty major character.
I feel like Lucas can't really actually judge this show because I don't think he knows what's going on.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
You don't like it because you don't understand it.
Maybe.
Gambit.
I'm sorry, I don't have an IQ above 500 or whatever like you, Andrew, to understand the show.
It's not a high IQ.
500
Wait.
is not a high IQ.
Wait, isn't like 2,000 a high IQ?
What?
This isn't the SAT.
I don't know what this scale is.
It's just funny to hear someone like rip on someone for having a low IQ and then not knowing
I never
what
said
IQ
anything
is.
about Lucas's IQ.
Well,
Okay, so like
100 is average, 150 is like genius. So yeah, 500 would be fucking galaxy brain shit. That would be like Jimmy Neutron
he's
when
brain blasting.
at one point he gets that really creepy giant brain. Or no,
Yeah.
Sheen gets it. Sheen gets
That's
the
right.
giant brain. Yeah.
we've been talking about Jimmy Neutron a lot on this podcast. I am cool
man.
with it.
Whenever I need to get like an obscure reference, I honestly can think of like a Jimmy Neutron storyline that has some sort of weird shit in it. Yep. So
Remember the episode? Remember the episode where Jimmy's dad thinks he's the last man on Earth and is just thrilled about it?
Yeah.
remember the episode where Jimmy's dad forms an Ice Age gang that goes around hunting caribou? And they have a
Yep.
chant that's like, ooh, caribou! Ha hoo ha hee ha ho ho. Like just literally a full blown chant and everything.
Ooh,
Classic.
caribou.
And I think it's Carl's dad. Also, isn't like the whole thing that Jimmy's dad isn't his dad or something?
I don't think so.
I don't remember. I remember his mom is
think
also
that's the
super
thing.
smart.
Yeah, his mom's the smart one, and his mom took his father's name. That's all canon. So then people were like in the conspiracy theory that Jimmy's dad isn't Hugh Neutron. it's like some other genius.
Huh.
I think that they're there's been other adult men who are like scientists in the show. So then they just grasp onto them and are like, there, that's his real dad. So, yeah, because there's the point where they need to fill out, like, Carl and Sheen need to fill out information about Jimmy. And it says, father's maiden name. Because that's, like, to guess his password or something. So that's canon. And then there's the bit where his dad sits on a banana and saying, that changed my life. So then they're like, well, his dad's really gay. And couldn't possibly bother. It's a whole conspiracy theory. It's on par with the Darth Jar Jar theory. Where they've done a lot of research.
Abrams, you coward! You had a chance. You wasted it.
Imagine if they retconned Darth Jar Jar into the new trilogy.
It would have been equally as good as what they actually did.
Oh shit!
Did Jar Jar? Yeah. Oh God, I don't even. Did he even have an arc at all, or did he just kind of
He did
go away?
because he was supposed to have an arc,
Right.
but they backed off.
But there's no resolution for his character, is there? He's
Nope.
just kind of.
The last thing he does is he declares or like votes for emergency powers to make the dude the emperor. But like not even really as a character. It's just like as a dude speaking.
Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot in Star Wars. So I don't want to once again bring up my absolute dislike for the whole franchise, but if you dig a little deeper past the cool lightsaber fights, you quickly learn that it's a flawed piece of media.
You were so close to saying piece of shit.
Nope. I was never going to say that.
Oh, okay. Ryan, what are you?
It is a landmark series.
That's
all I'll say.
Ryan has turned over a new leaf, and he, while disagrees with some people's opinions, understands that some media can't be quantified.
Ryan, what are you checking out?
We're going to cut it short. I could sense a reference to a certain Amazon Prime original coming up.
Nope.
It sounded like you were going to end on that.
Nope.
A certain David Tennant project.
You couldn't even have judged that one regardless, because you never saw it.
Fair enough. What am I checking out? Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Going straight into the group chat then. Let's talk about COD Warzone.
That's all I'm doing, so that's why.
Right?
That's why it's all I can talk about.
Welcome to the quarantine.
Welcome to the gulag. Feel free to throw a rock. Feel free to have a go at these bastards, or hit their skull with a well-paced stone, something like that.
I did not kill a dude with the rock, but at one point I was watching and a dude was like up against a wall, and I threw a rock and hit him in the back of the head, and he like turned in the direction of where I threw the rock from, and then the dude shot him back.
Yep. I've absolutely had that where they get distracted by my rock and then they freak out and get killed as a result, which is great. I've seen clips of people throwing rocks at like claymores in C4 that they put down and killing people.
Yeah, it's good shit.
And like actually getting the kill. Also recently in the gulag, I was playing solos and there was only 14 people left. They sent me to the gulag when there was like 21 people left. And I didn't fight anyone. Like there's a minute timer, which I didn't even realize, up in the upper left, and if you don't have a partner to fight within a minute, it just kicks you back in.
Oh, really?
Good. Yeah,
nice.
I was at the fight. I was like, oh, that's weird. So that happened. But yeah, what are we talking about? Call of Duty Warzone. It's the new Battle Royale. Free to play.
Really good.
Really
I feel like
it's
it's
really good.
I never played, what was their old Battle Royale, Blackout or something?
Yeah, because it came with the game.
Yeah, I never played that, but it kind of feels like they've learned every lesson they could from that and then made this, and it is just maybe the best Battle Royale experience I've ever had.
I have never paid anything for Battle Royale. I will never pay money for a Battle Royale.
Do you think it's better than...
You paid for PUBG.
I got PUBG for free when I bought my blue microphone.
Oh.
Huh.
So you never will.
Nope.
Do you think this is better than PUBG, Fortnite, and Apex?
I mean, it's completely different. I would say it's a lot more fun. It's definitely a lot more fun. I mean, it's different, though. Like, I still really liked Apex. I just stopped playing it because I was really bad.
The skill gap is definitely less, and I like that.
I do wonder if, because this game is just newer and fewer people have mastered it yet, if we're riding that curve.
Definitely.
But I'm having a good time, so I don't care.
You'll keep up with it and you'll expand with the curve. So the solo strategy now is just unstoppable, which is basically get your class as soon as you can, or your loadout, and then hop in a truck and just drive around in a truck as a tank the whole game. And people, like single people, don't usually have the firepower to kill you in the truck. Like, they can't blow it up. So you can just splatter everyone.
Unless they have like a Joker rocket launcher.
Yep, exactly. Unless they have a Joker, which I roll around in my class. So if someone else is in a truck, I can hop out of my truck, like jump into the truck bed and blow them up with a Joker, and then just hop right back in and keep driving. And yeah, then there's also like a whole meta developing around that, and it's really interesting to watch it all come to fruition. Last night we won again, me, Ian, and Jesus. Fun fact.
Hell yes.
So
you've been winning a lot.
Now won
Holy shit.
Yeah, I've won 6 games now in just about a week now. I'm gonna play again today, and this is my 7th day of it. What's it called? I've now won with everyone except for Michael. So fingers crossed. We'll get.
What is a win? What is a win called in this game? Is it just a win?
Victory. Warzone defeated or something.
They don't call it a chicken dinner.
No.
They call it an MRE. A meal ready to eat.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Also, Ian carried us to the win in the one last
Nice.
night. Not even gonna.
Yeah.
He had 6 kills, and then me and Jesus both had 2. So he was the carrier for once. I was forcing Ian and Jesus to call all the shots. I was literally like, I am not going to make a single decision. You guys are going to learn this game by me just casually like being someone who backs you guys up.
I think
they got a lot better for it.
I do think a valid criticism of the game is that there is a pretty steep learning curve to it when you play your first match. I know you kind of went down a hole of YouTubers explaining the mechanics, but I went into it totally blind for 1 or 2 solo matches, and fuck, they throw a lot of information at you super quickly.
Yeah. I think it's pretty quick, though, to pick up after those first
That's
couple
true.
matches. And I think once you get 3 or 4 matches in, you pretty much know everything that there is to know, and then it's just more like, reacting to the meta. If a bunch of people are using snipers, then you're better off zigging when others zag, and so on and so forth. Heartbeat sensors are really valuable, as I've learned, instead of flashbangs. You can put C4 on drones, which I still have only done once, and we didn't get a kill for it, so I really want to do that. Yeah, it's a fucking blast. Everyone get it. Keep the game alive.
It's free. Everyone get it.
It is free. Although I did spend money immediately on the battle pass because it features one of my favorite video game characters of all time. So I was like, all right, you got me, you motherfuckers. And I fully expect Ghost to be the John Wick of Warzone, where it's like the OG, I was here for the very beginning character.
And then 6 months from now, they'll release a knockoff version of a Ghost skin that's somehow more like graphically detailed, but also worse.
Yeah, when they actually put John Wick into the game. Yeah, that was weird.
God, we haven't gotten any good Fortnite bullshit news in a while. I miss it.
It's because it's dead. All hail Warzone.
Take that, Epic Games. Now all you have is the Gears of War franchise and the Unity engine.
And a rapidly expanding online store platform that probably
Do they have a
rakes in the fucking money.
I got my parents to watch the first 5 episodes of Barry with me last night.
Wow. How'd they
Yeah.
like it?
They're into it.
Wow. That's crazy.
They think the acting class stuff is a little slow, but otherwise it's clicking. I don't think they quite get the taking shots at LA humor that like I kind of picked up on in my watch through.
That's fair.
I don't know. Do we want to talk about how we're getting through our first weekend under quarantine, or are we going to save that for Monday?
I don't know. What do you think? Is quarantine material only for the quarantine cast, or is that spread around?
I mean, if you guys got some wild stuff to report, I say go for it.
I don't.
Ow.
A lot of Warzone.
Currently, Jade is braving the quarantine because her sister came back from Mexico on spring break and her roommates wouldn't let her into the apartment. And so now Jade has to go to the apartment to get her medication. And then
Where's Jade's sister living?
back home with her parents. She came back and she's like, "Hi guys," and they're like, "Don't come back to the apartment." And she's like, "But I live here." And they're like, "You went to fucking Mexico, like you were in like on a plane and driving around with a bunch of college people at a resort, and they're like, you need to not be here with us." She's like, "What about my medicine?" And they're like, "Have someone else get it." So Jade is currently going there to get her medicine and some clothes and then drive it to her parents' house.
I'm sure this has been a terrific experience, having to appreciate all of this from the passenger seat for you.
Oh, no, I'm not going.
I mean, more like just being around while this is unfolding.
It's been done.
And
It's
knowing
been done.
that
But
and knowing that you have no control or influence in the situation, but still in many ways have to deal with the ramifications of
very
it.
nervous.
Ah.
I mean, to be honest, like, I also, it was before they started locking shit down, but, like, I was on a plane. I went to Florida. I feel fucking awful knowing that, like, hey, what if I transferred something over? And so, like, I'm not going because I'm staying in the apartment from here on out. At least until I know that I haven't developed anything and can't get anyone else sick.
But then that means that you could still maybe get sick.
Yeah, but, like, I have a higher chance of surviving it. Well, no,
Fair.
okay, maybe
That's-
like I think we might be talking about two different things. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not going to risk exposing anyone else because I was traveling, and once I know that like I didn't actually get it and can't spread it to anyone, then I'll feel better. I'm still not gonna go like out. I'm still gonna stay, isolated in the apartment.
Power to you.
Because
It's a good
yeah,
call.
like I still could get sick or spread it to somebody else, and that's what we don't want.
I fled Chicago now that the state is under shelter in place to hang out with my parents for a while and hopefully ride out the worst of it.
How much did you bring with you? Like, did you like essentially move out because you might be there for a while, or what?
Yeah, I mean, like weeks worth of clothes, everything I need for work, my
Do you still
Switch
have to
and
pay rent?
PlayStation 4.
He lives with his aunt.
Yeah,
Oh, you still live with your aunt? I thought you moved out. Sorry.
should be moving out. Well, not the end of this month now, but next month.
Got it.
Yes. Although
guys-
maybe I won't have to pay rent if things go a certain way.
You know what was exactly 3 years ago?
What?
The wrap cover picture that we took at the Washington
Oh,
Monument.
wait, I saw that this morning.
Oh my God.
Facebook is, of course, letting me know.
The fucking
They
boys.
sent me a push notification.
Immediately followed by the sorority girl picture we took at the Washington
which
Monument.
is much more legendary. Where do I find that one? That was gold. That should be the cover of the album.
Yeah.
Sorority girl picture.
Photos of me.
Fuck.
Oh, I found it.
of you, pictures of me.
Let's see.
I gotta, like,
Send in messenger.
Find how to even get to myself.
There you guys go.
And
There's a nice.
Andrew just kind of embarrasses us all.
What?
He's so much more committed. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Let me tell you guys, I could really throw it back for a real one.
Just that good sloppy toppy.
Jamal Murray knows all about it.
He does though. High key, he really does. Having watched the 27.
Oh yeah.
I can't click on the link. God damn it. It's not redirecting me properly.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, I need just the image. I need the raw image.
I just need it raw, man.
That's not what I said. God damn.
That was a good trip.
It was weird, but it was
a good
fun.
trip. The boys. All right, I found it.
The trip was definitely the best part. Like the trip over.
The road
Yeah.
trip.
The Burn
Burn
Boys.
All right, I think we need to rank it. Andrew's definitely one, obviously.
Obviously.
I think Ian pulls in with a strong number 2. Like he's doing all right. The smile's a little weird, but like the knees together is definitely a nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 3 through 5 with me, Lucas, and
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Who have clearly not seen enough sorority images.
I'm gonna go Aaron, then Ryan, then Lucas in last place. I'm sorry, Lucas.
Ooh.
No, it's fine. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know entirely what we were doing. I guess I stare at less pictures of sorority girls because I didn't
God.
like what. Okay, I'll kind of do what everyone next to me is doing.
Human things.
Human music.
I have observed them for long enough. You can do this. It's your internal monologue.
You can do this. They don't know. They don't know because you're super fucking cool.
Super fucking cool. Yeah.
Okay, super fucking cool just became the name of this episode.
I thought it was going to be like
Can you do that?
Avatar sequel pitches.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Is that optimized to put a F-bomb in our title?
do we care?
Wait.
We got that Patreon money coming in until they decide we're also not allowed on the platform.
We also do not have, quote unquote, that Patreon money rolling in.
If Patreon said, all right, any podcasts that are just three white guys talking about random bullshit is not allowed on our platform anymore, I'd be like, that sucks. But like at the same time, be like, well,
I understand.
But then
can-
what
they
if
can
they
do what
said
they want.
because? But then what if they said because it promotes sexual violence or something?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does, right?
We at Voluntary Viewing do not promote sexual violence in any way.
We definitely don't. But yeah, I mean, so what if it said it promotes a message of racial, not monogamy, racial hegemony?
Or if they're like,
can't
this
really
is
argue.
very mean to Italians.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, okay, then I would have to give it to them.
there were some episodes where one of the hosts was like kind of talking about bullying in a positive way.
Yeah, who was that?
There's definitely been some things that they could point to that would be like, yeah, you kind of got us.
Jesus.
So
No, I think you just made the case for Avatar sequel, bitches.
Avatar sequel, bitches.
No, pitches with a
Ooh.
P.
Well,
Bitches.
I kind of like Avatar sequel bitches now.
Avatar sequel, bitches.
We're not
That's what it would be
optimized.
called.
We don't have the clout,
no.
guys. We don't have the
Our
clout.
SEO. We gotta watch out for our SEO, man. If we don't have those keywords.
Those keywords.
You gotta think of all those like fitness vloggers that are just like the nerdiest nerds on planet Earth because of all this stuff that they need to know in order to get properly recognized and get
Shit,
some
man.
traction. So they're just like the biggest meatheads on planet Earth, but then they're meanwhile just like, oh yeah, what tags have you noticed is getting traction in the last quarter? Like they're just like actually have to know their shit in order to be able to do what they do.
Everybody
It's kinda
hold
funny to
up.
think
Google changed the algorithm. I gotta bust out my calc book to get a figure on how this is going to affect me in the long term.
Google switched up their algorithm, so I've plotted time watched versus view count, and kind of tried to see what they're leaning towards in their preferential content curation. Just gotta put the nose to the grindstone and really hammer out those modern buzzwords. It's crucial.
So now 10-minute videos just perform like utter shit. So we're going to break this up and do 2 5-minute videos every day.
Part 1 and part 2. Double the view count.
All right, we're just vamping now. Should we do the
Yeah.
wind down?
Wind down time.
Thank you all for turning into episode 89 of the Voluntary Viewing Podcast. If you enjoyed, please remember to support us on Patreon if you are financially able to. www.patreon.com/voluntary_viewing. Also, send us an email if you have any questions or business opportunities. voluntaryviewing@gmail.com. And follow us on Twitter @V2_podcast to stay up to date with what's going on here. Also, please remember to like this episode, comment, rate, do whatever you can to help us out, depending on the platform that you are listening to this on. Of course, we are also now doing daily episodes titled Quarantine Cast to kind of document what it's like and what all this is happening in the world right now and how we're kind of trying to get through it without going completely insane. I'm Lucas the Writer, Twitter account, freelance writer @Lucas the Writer.
Hey guys,
won?
Rand Paul just
Oh.
tested positive while we were talking here.
Rand Paul?
Yep.
Oh.
So it's in the Senate now. That's an at-risk group.
Yep.
A lot of old people.
Yeah, but while they are the old people, they are also mostly the rich people. And while it's not a perfect inoculation,
money is a
it's
cure.
pretty close.
It's like that South Park episode with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
We found the cure for coronavirus. It's just injecting cold, hard cash into your veins.
Would you be surprised?
89. Goodbye, episode James Jones.
Goodbye.
Is that Sound of Music, bro?